As promised, this is the video for if you do not have Dreamweaver at home and you want to go ahead and start setting up your other pages, or even if you do have Dreamweaver at home and you just don't want to use the Dreamweaver template, this is what this video is for. So this is going to show us how to link. Now remember, when we set up our document, if we look at our source code, our links that we have in here are for the nav, for our index, our home. We also have, our nav that links to our, or that's our home link, the links to our index.html. Then we have our other button for about that links to about.html. We have our CInfo link that links to our CInfo.html, and we have our contact that links to our contact.html. So what happens is each new page that we make has to be named the correct way. So this is our layout.html. This is just our file that we're using for our template. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our index.html, our about.html, our cinfo.html, and our contact.html. Making sure that they're named correctly is going to take us a long way. Okay. Typically, I usually like to link like my header. I'm not going to in this one, but usually I like to link the header so that that goes to the home page too. Actually, not just the header. I like to link the logo so that it goes to the home page as well. We're not going to do that in this one, not on this video, but if you're working on your own, you can do that to it. This was just a quick, very basic site just to show you the techniques and how to accomplish this. So what I'm going to do is, or what we are going to do together for this one, is we're going to go ahead and say our layout is done. We are going to keep that aside and text in there as placeholder text, so we'll know where to place our stuff. And we're going to keep main in there so we'll know how to place our stuff as well. Now, what content you guys put in, that's left up to you. I'm just going to make up some gibberish to put in here just for the sake of this video. But remember, what you're going to turn in is going to represent you. So for your aside, you're going to have your own information in there. For your home, you're going to have your own information in there as well that represents you. Sound good? All right. So where I want to start with this is I'm going to go this layout.html. I'm going to go ahead and close it because I have it pretty much where I need it to be. So I'm going to close it. Then what I'm going to do is inside, remember anything we have, once you put your files inside of Dreamweaver, you'll want to open and close all your files from here. And whatever thing else you want to do to it, you'll want to do from here. So with this layout.html here, I can do one of two things. And actually, this is probably the best way to do it. I'm going to highlight layout.html. But for those of you who do not have Dreamweaver, and you're writing all this inside of CSS, what you can do is you'll keep layout.html open and then you just save it as a different file name. So like if I were to double click layout.html and open it, I would just do a file, save as, and if this were going to be my index, then I would just type index.html and I'll put it here. And I'll do the same for contact and all of that. But I want to show you, for those of you who are using Dreamweaver, I want to show you the way to do it in Dreamweaver. If I highlight this layout.html and I right click or control click, whichever one works for you, and I go to edit, I get a menu that's off the screen right now, so you can't even see it. But once I hit edit, you'll see a duplicate, okay? Or the shortcut key for that, if I highlight this, is to just hit Control D, okay? And it duplicates it. It makes another file that shows up down here that says layout copy.html. I can click inside of there one time and then move my mouse away. You have to be patient. And I can type index.html because that's what I want this page to be. Once I do that, index.html, I can actually, you know what, I didn't even have to have layout open. I can actually just go ahead and double click on that one, and that's index.html, and it's open for me. So I want to change the title, of course. So right here where it says SeaLife, I want to make this home of the aquatic experience. I want to think of things that the user is going to search for. You can also put a keyword attribute inside of here to give yourself additional keywords. Just thinking of what a user might use. This is what's going to make you SEO awesome. So it's there's another word, but words are hard right now. But it's going to make you searchable, very searchable. So the next thing that I want to do, now that I have this title, of course, I want to save it. I want to put some information in here. So where I have aside, I want to say, let's say I say, I'm going to use this as maybe a sort of like a calendar of events. You know, and then I'm going to open aside actually. Okay, so I'm going to say aside, I have a calendar of events. I might make that an H3 tag. Let's see, I got to play with this to see what's going to really work for me, but we'll save that. Let me see if H3 is enough. I know that I saved it. Oh, silly. So I have like calendar of events in there, and it's taken on the H3 characteristics where it's putting some padding in there and it's moving it down. So I'm okay with that. And my husband is cooking, so the fire alarm is going off, or the smoke detector. So bear with me on the noise because it goes off in a few. We have one of those stoves that you it senses heat more so than it senses the smoke. So we're kind of all used to it here. But anyway, didn't mean to buzz your ears with it. So calendar of events, H3. He's also a man and he's cooking. I'm just kidding. No. But he cooks and he smokes stuff up. Just kidding. Not really, telling you the truth, but still. All right, so we have a calendar of events. And then I'm going to say I want to make a list. So to make a list, and this is something that we haven't done yet. Let me bring this in some. We're going to do an unordered list. Okay, so we're going to do UL, unordered list. And I'm going to tab that in. And then I'm going to close UL because you need to. So I have unordered list. And then each list item gets a like an LI for a list item. So I'm going to save this. Actually, I think I want, well, let's see. Okay, and all right, so now what I kind of want to do is list each item. There's a shortcut way to do this inside a Dreamweaver, but I want you guys to write the code. So LI, so I might say well Expo. Then I might say what else? No, I have to think of really C things to say because I can't think of C stuff. Swim with dolphins. What else? Swim with dolphins. Bubble spectacular. That's just gonna be our bubble show. There's it. There it is again. I knew it was gonna go off. Let's see. I wonder why my LI is not closing. Hang on. Weird. Just want to make sure. Usually it doesn't close to let me know that I'm doing something wrong. Hang on. Oh, I know why. Because I have L1. See, pay attention to those cues. They really tell you. If you put that slash in there and it's not closing like it should, it's really telling you something's wrong. So it kind of cues us in onto what's going on. What other events do we want to have this month? Let's say I don't know, clamation. Let's say Clam Nation. These are all type of shows that we have for children. Yep, that's right. Clam Nation. Oh my goodness. Probably gonna stop it soon. Sea History or SeaLife History. And then what else? SeaLife History, and finally we'll say I don't know, Deep Blue. Life in the Deep Blue. Oh, I just thought of one because I just love this movie. NLI. We found Nemo. Yep, we found Nemo. All right, I'm going to save this. And then I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to preview what we've done. So we have our calendar events. We have our information in here. And actually, calendar events, I'm going to take out of the list because I don't want it to be in the list. So I'm going to grab it. We'll X that. Then I'm going to bring this down here. Save that. Preview that. And there, my friends, we have ourselves a list right here. We do. All right, so having the list in here, this is cool. So this is what my sidebar is going to be about. I want to do some styles, like maybe I want to space out these lines, and maybe I want to give them some space. Maybe I want to make them a little bigger. Maybes. So there's some styling and stuff that I can do. You guys already know how to do that, so I don't have to do that. Maybe I want that color to be blue. You guys already knew how to do that with the styles. We also have W3C to figure out what different styles you want to do. And then for main, I'm just going to, I'm going to Google. I'm going to ask Dr. Google or the Googleator for some SeaLife information. And it said it's going to think about it. It's going to think about it. My internet has been slow tonight. Not quite sure why. Okay, SeaLife. Look, there's an actual site called SeaLife. And I'm about to grab their text. Let's see. SeaLife, Washington, D.C. Since we're close. Nope. We're not going to find it there. Alaska Center. They show some information for us. Wow. I'm not really a fan of their site. All right, let's go to a reliable source. Let's go to Wikipedia. Just kidding. It's not reliable, but it's going to be reliable for us today. All right. I'm going to grab this information. I'm going to go to main, and I'm going to put P, put this information in there. I'm going to close it. So I have a paragraph in here, tab in there. I'm going to do another P. And then I'm going to grab some more information, like attractions. Save that. That in here. I might write the word attractions. Give it an H2 tag. Close that H2 tag. And then here, I might grab this SeaLife Centers. Give that an H2 tag. Save that. Go back to our page. Refresh that. And here, my friends, we have some text. Now, it's not formatted following our format that we have, but we have some text in there. So let's go ahead and make it do that. You guys already know how to do it, but I'll walk you through it just for a little bit. Close this, cancel that, and all right, so we have our list that's inside of our H3, or we have our aside H3, UL, LI. We have to target all that, so let's do that. Go to our CSS, let's go down. Aside, we said, what did we say? UL, LI. No, we said H3. H3 was somewhere in there. Wait, let's try this. So aside, H3. All right, let's see. So we have aside H3 that we want to target, and then we have aside UL and aside LI. So aside UL. See how specific we're being? Okay. So we have all three rules for our aside H3. We want it to follow that same font family, which is Arial, Helvetica, Sans Serif. So let's go ahead and give it that. Font style, let's say bold. Maybe, yeah. I'll try oblique. Oh, wait, would be bold. Okay. Wait. Let's do that color. Let's forget. Oh, wait, let's do color. That was 004080. What else we did with this one? We did what we want to do. I like the text being aligned to the left. Let's do like font size. Try that. I just want to see how big 1 EM is. It's not big enough. 2 EM. Too big. 1.5 EM. It's gonna look like that. Since we're gonna mess with that area, I can keep that right there. Let's try 1.3 EM. Remember I told you guys, it is a numbers game. That's kind of what it is right now. 1.3 EM is gonna look like that. 2, it's gonna be a little smaller. I'm really trying to get it all on one line without sacrificing too much of, there we go. So 1.1 EM looks like that. I'm cool with that. I'm just gonna leave that alone. All right, so our size looking how we want it to look. We could do an underline if we wanted to. Let's try to see what that's gonna look like. It's not bad. All right, I'm cool with that. I keep trying to save the browser. Okay, so all right, aside UL, this is where we decide. All right, we'll make it that same color. That was that pound sign 004080. What else is about it? We can do our, what was it, list. I should get this one. Dash style. See why. Oops. Dash type. So see how our list style right now is, it's got that bullet. We have options in here. I usually do none. But we have options in here where we could change the bullet. We could change it to a square. You could change it to like a hollow circle. You could change it to like a disc, which is the hollow circle. You could do a lot with it. I'm going to look and see how square looks. If square makes me happy, I'll keep it. If not, I'll just get rid of it. So now it's just square instead of being